Well, here I am in the middle of doing my review, and somebody is trying to rescue a duck that is here. So, how can we help?
Yeah, you just cut them off and
Let's see what we can do here.
yeah, just cut the whole thing.
Uh,
Just getting a spoil.
Hello, folks. Thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Rich. Welcome to my channel. Now, lately I have been unboxing and reviewing a whole bunch of different wireless microphones. So today I'll be bringing you a review of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X B2. Now, this is a 2.4 gigahertz dual channel professional wireless microphone system. Comes with 2 microphone transmitters and a receiver, a charging case, and it even has included wired lavaliers. It also says it has an easy to read OLED display and gets up to 10 hours of battery life, but it actually has more because of the charging case, which allows you to recharge your mics on the go. It also says it has a 100-meter wireless range, selectable mono or stereo outputs, and it's compatible with smartphones, tablets, cameras, and more. This looks like an awesome wireless mic, so let's get this box open and see what's inside. When we first open the box, we can see that inside there is another box, and this box also has probably a bunch of accessories in this one. We have a user's manual, and this is the charging case. When you first push the button here, you can see that the charging case has a charge, so you can see the charge anytime you want. And when you open it, there are our 2 microphones and our receiver, so the 2 transmitters and receiver. Very nice. Okay, next we have this box here, which probably has some accessories. So let's see what we have included. Looks like we have a pouch, and that's all that's in that box. And inside this pouch, we have an audio cable. We have a USB cable. We have another audio cable. This one has some wind muffs. Just get that out here. And a silica gel pack to throw away. And in this one, we have the wired lavaliers. And yes, there are 2 of them. And this is everything that comes in the box. Let's take a closer look at the actual unit itself. So here is the microphone transmitter, and it looks like there is a power button and mute on the side here. So I'm going to just press that, and when I do, you can see that it turns on and says Saramonic right there. Also, I can see the battery levels, I can see the audio coming in, and I can also see that there are 6 levels of volume here, and right now it's currently set to level 5, and it shows me mic in. On the top, we have the mic line in and the internal microphone, and on the other side, we have the plus and minus to raise and lower the volume, as well as a set button and a port where you can charge the device. On the receiver side, there is a power button on the side, plus and minus charging. We have a headphone output and a line out to plug into your camera. So let's turn this on. And as you can see, it turns on right there. One thing I wanted to show you was the setup menu. So on the side of the unit, there is a set button, and when we press and hold that, we are now into the setup menu, and we have mic gain, input mode. You've got mic in. If I hold the button down, I can change that to line in. So we've got a mic in or a line in. And mute key, that is on the power button, also is a mute key. So you can enable it or disable it. There's backlight mode, so how long does the display stay on, whether it stays on all the time or turns off after 10 or 30 or 60 seconds. Then you can change the language from English to something else. And then there's a restore. And if you need to repair the microphone transmitters to the receiver for some reason, you can do that in here as well. And you can also see the version in case there is an update. And that is the setup menu. One thing I wanted to mention regarding the charging case and the transmitters when you first get them out of the box is that the transmitters and the receiver have this little cover, this little tape covering over the ports that allow you to actually charge it for the contacts, so it'll charge in the case. So you're going to want to remove this so your charging case will actually charge the battery up of the transmitter. And with that tape now removed, when you put it into the charging case, you can see this little red light, which indicates that the unit is now charging. One thing I wanted to show you guys was how the wind muff attaches to the microphone transmitter. So this one has some little slots at the top of the microphone transmitter, and the wind muff is simply going to just pop into these little slots here at the top, and it's a little difficult to actually get in there, but when you do, it's pretty secure. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad that it stays because that's been an issue with some of the microphones that I have tested in the past. This one is right on there. Very cool. Well, here I am in the middle of doing my review, and somebody is trying to rescue a duck that is here. So how can we help?
Yeah, I just cut them off and
Let's see what we can do here.
yeah, just cut the old thing. Just getting a spoil. You just unwrap it as much as you can. Poor thing. I lost my surgical scissors Monday.
Yeah.
It was really, I don't have to order it again. It was a big help, but
So it looks like while I'm out here doing this microphone review,
oh,
I'm helping rescue a bird here.
It's a Canadian
What is it?
Canadian geese.
That's a Canadian
Chicken
geese?
Goose. Yeah, goose is only one from the goose. Yeah, just cut as much as you can.
So when I got all of the fishing line off of this poor goose's right foot, it was so tight that it left an indentation, and we actually couldn't tell if we had gotten all of it off or not because it was just so impressed from the fishing line being so tight and his feet were so swollen. But we got it both off, and Mo let him go. Look at that happy bird. He's limping, but he's all right. So while I'm in the middle of shooting this unboxing video for you guys, this man, his name is Mo. He brought over a Canadian duck. Is that what it was?
Goose,
a
yeah.
Canadian goose, which had some fishing wire wrapped around its leg. So we just helped get the fishing wire off of here. Now you have a little toolbox to come to, that you were using. Were you fishing, or were you just coming to check on the ducks?
I come to feed them. I come to feed them. I have all this stuff over there. I come to feed them and rescue them, and bring them off the water. See if there is anyone with a fishing line or a hook wrap on their legs, and then I just go around and pick up all the fishing line, and I have already started this much. So I go around and pick up all the fishing line and hooks and whatever, and I see them if there are any of them injured with a
Very nice.
line.
So as you can see, for a dual microphone transmitter system, this is the perfect opportunity to test this thing out, and this is the reason why you would want one. So you can do like an interview situation when you have two people that you want to put on camera at the same time and mic them properly. Thank you, Mo, for taking care of the birds.
Yeah.
Now it's time for a test I like to call the turnaround test. So I've gone ahead and I switched over to the Rode Wireless Go, and I have that right here on my jacket, just so we can use this as a reference to compare the sound and performance of the Rode Wireless Go to the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X. So I'm going to walk towards the water right now. There are airplanes over my head, just so you can hear the difference in the audio. And I'm gonna turn around when I'm almost halfway there, so probably right about now. And the Rode Wireless Go works great when you're line of sight, but the minute you turn around, the audio loses signal. So watch this. So could you hear me when I turned around just now? I'm going to continue over towards the water just so we can see how this works. I'm getting closer to the water right now. And when I get over here, I'm going to turn around again. Here I go. And this is not a test of the Rode Wireless Go because I already know the audio is always going to cut out the minute I turn around and I lose that line of sight. So let's see how this performs compared to the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X. I have now gone ahead and switched to the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X, and I'm going to do the same test over again. I'm backing away from the camera, walking towards the water, and I want to see how well this performs compared to the Rode Wireless Go, which loses signal as soon as it loses line of sight. So I'm about halfway to the water now. I'm going to turn around, and can you guys still hear me? So could you hear me while I was doing that, when I turned around? How is the performance compared to the Rode? So now I'm closer to the water, and when I turn around here by the water, can you guys still hear me when I turn around? Can you hear me while I'm facing the water? So what do you guys think of the performance of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X? How does the sound compare? Also, I'm not sure if you could tell or not, but I'm at a busy park with airplanes flying over my head, and they are always extremely annoying out here. So how does this sound with the airplanes all around me? I'm going to switch back to the Rode just so we can compare the sound. I think the levels are going to be around the same. So here's the Rode. I'll put this back on my jacket and I'll switch the audio. Okay, so now this is the Rode Wireless Go. How does this sound compared to the audio that you just heard of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X? There are planes all around me. It's tons of noise. There's people walking around. I'm going to switch back to the Saramonic for reference. Okay, so now I am back on the Saramonic. And how does this sound compared to the Rode? What do you guys think of the audio quality of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X? Why don't you leave some comments below and let me know your thoughts. Another test I'm going to do is seeing what the audio quality and difference is between the built-in microphone of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X and the included wired lavalier. So right now you're listening to me on the built-in microphone of the transmitter. I'm going to plug in the lavalier, which I've got clipped right here on my jacket right next to the transmitter. So now you are listening to me on the lavalier, the wired lavalier. How does this sound audio quality wise compared to the wireless built-in microphone? So this is the wired lavalier and this is the built-in microphone of the Blink 500 Pro X. Which one sounds better to you? One thing to note, and this is up to you whether this is important or not, but the Blink 500 Pro X does not have built-in noise reduction into the wireless microphone transmitters. Unlike some of the other wireless microphone transmitters that I've been unboxing and reviewing lately, such as the awesome and amazing Blink Me, also by Saramonic. So I thought I'd do this little audio test right here. So right now you're listening to me on the Blink 500 Pro X. I'm going to switch out the Pro X for the Blink Me, and let's hear the audio quality with the noise reduction off, and then I'll turn the noise reduction on, and then I'll switch back to the Blink 500 Pro X. So this is the Blink 500 Pro X. And this is the Blink Me with the noise reduction off. How does this sound compared to what you just heard, which was the Blink 500 Pro X? I'm going to switch back now. Or actually, you know what? I'll turn the noise reduction on. And noise reduction is now on. So how does this sound? There is literally a plane right over my head. How does this sound compare to the Blink 500 Pro X? This is the Saramonic Blink Me with the noise reduction on. And this is the Blink 500 Pro X, no noise reduction. Which one sounds better to you? Once again, this is the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X B2. What did you guys think of the audio quality and performance of this microphone? I think it sounds amazing and it performs just great. And I really like that it comes with a charging case. I think a charging case is a game changer. And I think all new wireless microphones should include a charging case or some way to charge your device when you're on the go. It's really a big help. What don't I like? Well, I'm always shooting outdoors, and there's always airplanes and other noise all around me when I'm shooting these videos. So I kind of wish that this unit had built-in noise reduction. I mean, as you can hear, there's an airplane literally flying right over my head right now. And if I had noise reduction, it would just be a really big help. If you're shooting indoors, it's not important. So it's just a problem that I have, and I wish that it had noise reduction. Also, I wish that the display, which is clear when you look at it, was just a little bit brighter. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it is a little bit dim when you're outdoors. When you're indoors, it's not a problem, but I'm always shooting outdoors, so I need my displays to be as bright as possible. And, you know, you can see this one, but I just wish it was just a little bit brighter. But that's it. Overall, I think this system is fantastic. And if you're in the market for a new wireless microphone, you should definitely check this one out. If you found this information useful and you enjoyed this review and unboxing, please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing so you can see more of my videos as I release them. I hope everybody's doing well out there, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks.